was of course against the current with the stern, 2 knots of current, and in no time the whole anchor line was around my Windvane, and I thought I was gonna lose my Windvane. I was in panic. I really panicked. So I was crying, "Help! Help! Somebody help!" It's so nice that you're watching my video. And if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel. It's free and it helps me. Thank you! That was an interesting start this morning. So I prepared everything, the sails and the route and something to eat for on the way, and then I was looking at the shifting of the boat, because the boat goes like this and that on the anchorage because the wind shifts all the time, and there was pretty much wind. And then for me, sailing towards my anchor and hoisting the anchor, and there were also 2 boats anchoring above or around my anchor, which made it also a bit more difficult. So I thought it wasn't wise to do it on my own, and then I saw a dinghy coming. I waved and they were happy to help me out. So yeah, together we hoisted the anchor, and now I'm setting sail towards Thursday Island. Happy sitting here, pretty happy with the sailbag as well. Yeah, it's time for dolphins! Woohoo! Hello, it's 9:45 and I'm en route. Here and there are some big cargo ships passing me by and one ship of customs. And now I have 1 hour to go to sleep instead of 30 minutes, which is great. Normally on big passages I do around 30 minutes an hour, 2 hours if possible, but the distances here are not too big, so I'm very happy with 1 hour. And then next to me is my iPad, and on my iPad is a copy of the plotter, so I can check when I hear some sounds, speeding up of the boat or anything else I could be worried about. I check my iPad and then try to relax and fall to sleep, hopefully. So there is my plotter, and I am gonna lay down. The other thing I do is I leave the light on. That makes me aware of it's just my watch sleep and not some deep sleep at an anchorage or something. And yeah, that's how I do it. Morning. Yeah, it's difficult to sleep only for 30 minutes or an hour, so early morning I slept a bit more, which is good. And now two super tankers were passing me and each other, and this is the second one. Hi, I'm currently editing one of my videos and doing some checking on the plotter at the same time. I have the copy of the plotter on my iPad so I can see where we're going. I also can hear and feel how we're going because of the wind and the waves, and yeah, pretty happy. It's time to do something and create more videos. So see you later. I'm sailing towards a pole that marks the reef, and at the same time there is a big cargo ship coming, and it's a very narrow passage. I'm sailing wing on wing without a boom, and after I want to say hit the marker, but it's not what I want to do. So after I rounded the marker, I can put the head sail back to the side where the main is now at. So I'm gonna show you what I see. Good morning, it's 12:30 a.m. and I just got overtaken by a big vessel, and they were so kind to call me on VHF 16 to tell me that they were going to overtake me port side, and yeah, that all went well. I'm now preparing for my next leg of this trip, and I need to go upwind. Currently I only have my mainsail up, and I was just seeing if that was good or if I need to reef, and it's only for 8 miles. The swell is good, so I think I'll leave it like this, and if I need to change it I can always reef sailing upwind. Currently the wind is 19 knots, and if it goes up to 24 knots with gusts, it's a different situation. So yeah, hope that the wind stays like this. Pretty happy, and to be continued. Now I need to decide whether to speed the things up and anchor just before crossing Torres Strait, or just slowing down a bit, keep on going, and maybe then arriving very early and going up and down there before anchoring in Horn Island. So let's see. I'm gonna talk to myself a bit about that, and once I've come up with an idea, I'll execute it. Yay! Yay! Another morning! I had pretty good sleep last night, although in the midst of my deepest sleep things need to be happening. Another ship came, I need to change course, I needed to put the Genoa down because too much flapping in a downwind course, but that's all good. So after that I was quite awake, but finally I got some hours of sleep. That was quite nice. When I was in Tonga, the water was 28 degrees. Coming down to Cairns, it was 26.4 degrees, and currently it's 24 degrees. Still very agreeable. And yeah, I have this routine that before I anchor somewhere, I wash my hair. Since I've been swimming in Lizard Island, it was very salty. I could do with some shampoo. It's so beautiful out here, seeing the coast of Australia, and the wind is nice. Some clouds, so possibly more wind. Yeah, pretty happy. Checking out the water. Quite nice. That was nice, yes. More wind is coming, and I can see that from the stern because the waves are picking up. And I can also see it from the clouds, because when it's very clear sky, it's very light or winds, and when there are more clouds, more wind is there. So there is definitely more wind, and I'll show you what I see. I'm sailing only on my mainsail because I don't want to be too early in Thursday Island, because then I have to anchor at night. So I'm slowing down a bit, which is still fast enough, like 5 knots. And yeah, pretty happy. The main to third reef, and I'm sailing only on the mainsail because I want to slow down. And slowing down, I still do 5.5 knots because I don't want to arrive in the middle of the night at Horn Island where I'm gonna anchor. So yeah, slowing down with some big clouds behind me, potentially rain and more wind. So let's see what tonight is gonna bring. The clouds and the colors are definitely beautiful. Yes, that's it. it's gonna get dark, and I already slept today. Sleep ahead to be able to to be able to have a good night. So the only thing I'm waiting for is for the border force police by airplane, because they fly around Torres Strait to check you out. So I want to be checked out, so I got my camera ready. Woohoo! I'm currently sailing in the Albany race, which reminds me of the Alderney race in Europe. Quite some current, also quite some big waves rocking the boat and me up and down. So far so good. No signs of an airplane yet, or no sound of an airplane yet for the Australian Border Force. I'm waiting for that one. Yeah, I'm pretty good. I think I go to sleep after I have been through this pass. Yeah. I'm currently in the Torres Strait quarantine zone, and I missed a shoal which is 6 meters to 4 meters deep, and now I'm going around it, which means I'm going beam reach, and there are a lot of waves anyway, so that's interesting. And then I can go to a more broad reach and try to make such a broad reach that I'll be not there in the dark. To be continued. Osaka, Osaka, Osaka. This is Loveworkx, over. Osaka, Osaka, Osaka. This is Loveworkx, over.
Loveworkx, Osaka.
Channel 06, please.
06.
Osaka, this is Loveworkx, over.
Loveworkx, Osaka, replying, go ahead.
Yes, good evening, sir. I'm the sailing vessel coming out of the channel, and you are approaching me. And my question is could we go starboard, so that I go more towards my port side, over?
Loveworkx, Osaka, good evening, ma'am. That's not a problem at all. I will alter course to port and keep you on my starboard side.
Okay, so we'll go starboard. Thank you very much, and have a good watch.
Thank you. Good watch.
Yay, this morning. I hovered around south of Horn Island last night, and now I'm able to go into the channel, so let's do that. I'm emptying out the locker to free the anchor, so that I'm prepared to anchor. Approaching Horn Island. Horn Island is the bigger island, and it's easier to anchor there because it's more protected. And on the other side is Thursday Island, which is the main island of the Torres Strait, and it's a fairly small island. So that's where you want to be if you want to clear in or out. on the chart it says around the corner of Horn Island 3 to 5 knots of tidal stream. So I hope I calculated it well and have the tide with me, and also find a place to turn the boat around to drop the main. Australia territory. I hear the engines of the airplane, so they'll probably come my way soon. What you see here in the water are eddies, so that's let's say turbulence in the water because of the current coming from different sides. And I have now 3.4 knots of current with me, and they say between 3 and 5, so that's quite good because the wind dropped and I still have a third reef in the main. So I'm easing in, and yeah, let's see how anchoring is, because I just asked what the current situation is, because if the current is like 3 to 5 knots, it can be quite difficult for me. So take it one step at a time, getting closer and closer. So I asked one of the boats in the anchorage here what the situation was before I came in, and he said, well, it's only 2 knots of current, everybody anchors here, so don't be afraid. I said, well, I am solo sailing and anchoring manually, so I'm a bit careful. And he said, no, don't worry. So that was a shitty arrival in Horn, because I always stern anchor so that I can maneuver with the boats, and I was of course against the current with the stern, 2 knots of current, and in no time the whole anchor line was around my Windvane, and I thought I was gonna lose my Windvane. I was in panic. I really panicked, so I was crying, help, help, somebody help! And there was this dinghy going past, and he was like waving. I was like, no, you come here, you come here. And then I thought there's one thing I should do, so make a stable situation. So I made a stable situation, then I went to VHF 16, did an emergency call, and help came. Like the guy with the dinghy came back with a friend, and he said, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know you needed help. So they towed the boat a little bit around, and we talked about how to do it. Then the ferry from Thursday Island, the pickup service, came around with big engines, and they really turned my boat around. And then the guy came on board from the dinghy, and he put cleated the anchor on the front. So I was saved. Very, very happy and very, very grateful. And then the police came to check out on me if I was okay. Then Martin came, who's always friend of the harbor master, checking out everybody. And he says there are 400 sharks. No, sorry, there are 400 crocodiles here, just here in the creek and just in this place where we are now. There are bull sharks, there are black tips, and this is the epicenter of the animals that could potentially hurt you if you would go in the water. And I just arrived next to a couple of boats from the Mini Globe, which is lovely because I saw them last in Fiji. Good morning. I bought croissants yesterday, which are to be baked in the oven, and I have a Wonder Pan, which is an oven on the fire. So I put it here in the Wonder Pan, and there is my croissant. So I put some cheese on it, and with a cup of tea, I can tell you this is a wonderful breakfast. So I had some difficulties to get into the anchorage here in Horn Island. Now leaving Horn Island and going into the big currents, I need to make a good calculation of when to go. So I'm going at slack tide, and now I'm checking the current, which way it runs. And on Navionics there is not tidal stream information here, which is really strange because there's a lot of current going on. It's only at the beginning of Blight entrance, or well, somewhere far from here. So I made this little drawing because I'm a visual person. And let's see. So this is Horn Island, and this is Thursday Island, Goods Island and Booby Island. And Booby Island is the exit from Torres Strait. So it's about 20 miles from Horn Island to Booby Island. That means about 4 hours of sailing. And when I leave on Saturday, when it's slack tide at 8 o'clock in Horn, Goods and then Booby, which is also 1 hour minus, at 12 o'clock I'll be good, because the current is then all the way with me. I spoke to the officials yesterday. I went into the customs office to ask them how the clearing out process works. So what you do is you fill out your B333 form, the same form as entering the country. You can use the same form for exiting the country because it has the same data. And since I'm so short here, like for 6 weeks or something in Australia, they just said send the old document and that's all fine. Then I need to have a special paper which I got clearing into the country in Cairns. I need to send them that. The next port of entry, and so I'll make that happen today. Today is Thursday. Tomorrow I'll go into the office and fill out some forms, and then they either come and visit me on Saturday or they don't. So we'll see about that. And the fun thing, or the loving thing, is that I asked a dinghy passing by if they would be able to help me on Saturday getting the anchor out, because here it's quite tricky. I noticed I don't want to get in the same situation again. So the guy said, no worries, I'll be coming on your boat, I will helping you with your anchor. So I'm pretty happy. My cooler I bought in New Zealand to have some cool drinks. It's now 27 degrees. Because the boat was locked all day since I was ashore. So it's called cooler, but in my situation it's just... So when I have enough batteries, there is enough sun, then the cooler does cooling. But now it's just a nice 27 degrees. Yay! I'm about to leave tomorrow and doing the last things. Cleaned out the bilge. Because the bilge is normally with water when it rains, so it has rained and then the water comes out of the floorboards, and my bilge is only this big, so yeah, cleaned that one out, checked out with customs, and in Thursday Island got a birthday present from Frans and Marijke, which I'm not supposed to open, so I can show you the bag, but maybe not now. And yeah, pretty happy. Looking forward to go to Indonesia. It's gonna be pretty hairy the first day and a half because of confused sea state, yes, because of the currents, the shallows, the winds, etc, etc, etc. So that's what I'm heading for, and then sailing to Kupang. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. It's free. and it helps me. Thanks also to my patrons. If you want to become a patron, it's patreon.com/Loveworkx, or for one-time or monthly donations to PayPal, it's paypal.me/Loveworkx. Thank you very much and see you soon. Bye!